Today we're going to talk about overwhelm. So you know that feeling where it's all getting a bit too much and you feel like there's just too much on your plate and you can't cope and your mind's racing and you're flitting from one thing to another and more keeps coming in. So we're going to tap through this and we're going to release it. Okay, follow me. Even though I feel overwhelmed, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though there's times where I feel really overwhelmed, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though there's times where I feel overloaded and overwhelmed, I deeply love and accept myself. Feeling overwhelmed, it feels like a lot, like everything's on me. There's just so much to do, and I don't know where to start. I don't know what I'm going to get done or how I'm going to get it done. And I don't know if I can cope with all of this. I'm feeling really overwhelmed, really overwhelmed. I feel like I have to do it all on my own. I feel alone in this. I feel overloaded and overwhelmed, and that there's no one there to support me. And I don't know how I'm going to cope with it all. I'm feeling really overwhelmed. And this feeling of overwhelm sits in my stomach, and I wonder how I'm going to get through it all. But what I do know is that I've got through it all before. In fact, I've got through 100% of my days so far. I've managed it all. It hasn't always been perfect, but I did it. And that's okay because I'm human. And I forgive myself for getting through in messy ways. And I know I got through. So I know I can do it. But it feels like a lot. And when it feels like a lot, it makes me feel like I don't want to do anything. I don't know where to start. I can't see the wood for the trees. I have no idea how to get to where I need to get to. It just feels too big and too much. And I don't feel like I can ask for help. I feel like I have to do all this by myself. That there's no one that can help me or would help me. Maybe I'm afraid to ask for help. Maybe I'm afraid that if I ask for help, people will think I can't cope. But asking for help isn't weakness, it's strength. It's knowing what you're capable of and what you need to be at your best. And maybe I could be open to asking for help. In fact, maybe there's someone I've thought of just now who could help me. Because I don't have to do this all alone. Maybe I grew up thinking that. Maybe I grew up feeling that way. But it doesn't have to keep being true. I don't have to keep doing it all on my own. And there's a small child inside of me that wants help because they're feeling overwhelmed. And even in the past, if that small child didn't get help, I get to help them now. I get to be the parent or the grown up that helps them now. Because I know that that small child inside of me can feel afraid, can feel scared, can feel anxious, and gets overwhelmed easily because of things that happened before. But I get to be there for that small child inside of me now. I get to be the one that tells them that it's okay. And maybe that's what this feeling of overwhelm is. That small child inside of me needing help, needing something, needing someone to hear them. But maybe if I spend some time with myself, listening, I'll have a clearer idea of what it is that they need, what would help them, because what helps them helps me. And maybe I can give them what they need. I can be the parent or adult for them now. And we can learn together to let go of the feeling of overwhelm and start listening to ourselves and asking ourselves, what is it that we need? And then not being afraid to give that to ourselves, not making ourselves wrong for wanting it, not judging ourselves for needing it, but taking strides to make it happen. Because we get to give that to ourselves now. I choose to give myself whatever I need. I choose to let go of feeling overwhelmed, of feeling alone, of feeling like I have to do all this alone, that there's no one that can help me. I get to choose a different story. I get to choose if this continues to keep being true for me. I get to change it. I'm ready to change it. So although it served me up until this point, I don't think it's serving me anymore. And so I choose to let it go. I choose to let it go. I choose to let it go. I can ask what I need. I can give myself what I need. I can ask for help if I need it. I can still be capable and confident and accept help. In fact, that's just delegating. In fact, that shows my confidence, because it shows me I believe I'm worthy of having help, of receiving help, and of receiving what I need. And it's normal for me to have needs. Of course, I have needs. And it's time for me to start listening to those needs. Time for me to start hearing those needs. And it's time for me to start putting those needs first. Because I matter. That small child inside of me matters. And I matter. I choose to matter to myself. I choose to matter in this world. And I get to take care of myself now. I get to meet my needs. And I get to know that I can always meet my needs. and I can always ask for help. Take a deep breath in and release. Maybe spend some time tuning into your needs. Get still, get quiet, maybe put some meditation on. Tune in, hand on heart, breathe deeply, and ask yourself, what do I need? What do I need? And then go give it to yourself because you deserve it.